Welcome to the tutorial on feedback trans resistance amplifier, also called as shunt feedback amplifier. The feedback trans resistance amplifier consists of a unilateral open loop amplifier, which is denoted as A circuit, and an ideal feedback network, which is denoted as beta circuit. The A circuit has an input resistance Ri and an open circuit trans resistance, which is A, which is denoted as Vout by Ii, and an output resistance R0. The beta circuit samples the open circuit output, that is Vout, and provides a feedback current If, which is denoted here. At the input node, we have the source current Is minus If, which will be equal to Ii. The beta circuit presents an infinite impedance to the amplifier output and does not load the amplifier output. The feedback signal If, which is equal to beta times V0, is provided as an ideal current source, and thus the beta circuit does not load the amplifier input. While A is the trans resistance, beta will be the trans conductance, and thus the loop gain will be equal to A beta, which is a dimensionless quantity. So from this circuit, what we understand is that the source and the load resistance have been absorbed inside the A circuit. So in order to compute the closed loop gain AF, it is computed as AF to be equal to Vout by Is, as you can see, Vout by Is, which is equal to A by 1 plus A beta. And the input current Ii will be equal to Is minus If, that is Is minus If, which is denoted by equation number 2. The equivalent circuit of the previous feedback topology that we have seen is drawn here in figure B. And this equivalent circuit will be very useful in order to compute the input resistance with feedback denoted as Rif and the output resistance with feedback denoted as Rof. So to determine the input resistance, the shunt connection that is seen at the input will cause the feedback current If to subtract from Is. So that is why we have denoted Ii to be equal to Is minus If, and this Ii will appear at the input of the A circuit. Now substituting If is equal to beta times V0, we have If to be equal to beta A into Ai, that is from equation number 2. Ii is equal to Is minus If. So we can rearrange this equation, because if you substitute If to be equal to beta times A into Ii, this becomes Ii to be equal to Is by 1 plus A beta, and we have denoted this as equation number 3. Now this equation number 3 indicates that the shunt mixing will reduce the input current by an amount of feedback which is given by 1 plus A beta. So we have denoted Xi to be equal to 1 plus A beta into Xs, where Xi is the input of the basic amplifier reduced to 0 and Xs is the input signal. So Xs in this case is nothing but corresponding to Is. Xi is corresponding to Ii. So if I want to compute the input resistance with feedback, I write the equation as Vi divided by Is. So Vi will remain as it is. Is is nothing but obtained by rearranging the equation number 3, that is 1 plus A beta into Ii. So substituting Ri to be equal to Vi by Ii, this equation is obtained directly from here. Ri is equal to Vi by Ii. So I have, which is the input resistance to the A circuit. So I have Rif to be equal to Ri divided by 1 plus A beta, denoted as equation number 4. From this particular derivation, what I understand is that the shunt connection at the input will lower the input resistance by a factor factor equal to the amount of feedback, which is equal to 1 plus A beta. The lowered value of the input resistance with feedback is a result of the trans resistance amplifier. So lower the RIF, easier it is for the signal current source that feeds the amplifier input. Next is we need to compute the output resistance ROF, that is this resistance. So to compute that, what we do is we use the concept wherein we are going to short circuit the current source and output voltage will be applied, which is represented as Vx. So ROF is equal to Vx by Ix, that is equal to Vx by X because we have replaced the output voltage by Vx and the current that is flowing is Ix. So Ix will be equal to Vx minus AVI divided by R0 obtained by applying the KVL. Vi is equal to minus Vf and Vf is equal to beta times V0, which is equal to beta times Vx because here Vout is replaced by Vx, and Vi is equal to minus beta Vx, that is because Vout is equal to Vx. So Ix can be written as Vx into 1 plus A beta by R0. ROF will be equal to R0 by 1 plus A beta. So the shunt connection at the output will lower the resistance with feedback by a factor equal to the amount of feedback, that is 1 plus A beta. If you observe this particular circuit, we have a shunt connection at the input as well as a shunt connection at the output side. So because of the shunt connections both at the input side and the output side, what we can conclude is that the input and the output resistance with feedback is reduced by a factor of 1 plus A beta. Then if we had connected the resistance Rs at the input side and RL at the output side, then our actual value of input resistance and output resistance would have been different. So if we were to compute in the presence of Rs and RL, we would have to compute in this particular form, Rin to be equal to 1 by RIF minus 1 by Rs and Rout to be equal to 1 divided by 1 by ROF minus 1 by RL.